entertainment, celebrity gossips, trending gist, you get it all here on Kelly's TV. Please do like this video and subscribe to this channel.
Happy Independence, my people. So guys, Asake was live in Dublin for his Lungu Boy tour, where he shut down the 13,000 capacity concert with songs from Lungu Boy album. And all I want you to do in this video is please hit the like button so this video goes super viral, and also smash the subscribe button and stay connected to this channel. And also ensure you watch this video to the end, because you get to see what Asake did at the end of this video, which will surprise you.
Kodaleba, Shara Sound, the Mini Mushita, Bandana, Lodi Biti Tupa. They never see me gone. And they go on. They never see me gone. They go on.
Make some noise for Asake.
What's up on the time? When I just dey try, when I drop the song, I go need to dance. And the walk I go to get it, I dey play my dance. They love on the sound, I want on the sound. I don't get the name, I don't sing the sound. Sound, it's not on the sound. I want them precise, I want them precise. I be like, really time, my job, my name. 7 people will not die because of them. Oh yeah, no. Go, come, I know ya know. àwọn kéèké, àwọn lọmọ tó sọ tí ó ṣe ké. Orí mọ́lá ní kébi dé bẹ́ẹ̀, ìgbọ̀njú ìgbọ̀n ẹsẹ̀ mi ò délẹ̀ délẹ̀. Àlàyé ní sọ́ọ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, ó fẹ́ jẹ́ bí, ó tún fẹ́ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ó pàṣẹ. Àbáwo fẹ́ tó fún fẹ́ só sẹ́yìn, àmọ́ra wa ṣó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ability yàtọ̀ sábìlìtì, ẹ sọ fún wọn tó bá tẹ́rìsì. Wọ́n máa pa lórí, lẹ́nu kọ́ èmi promise. Àwọn ọ̀gẹ̀ fọ́fọ́fọ́fọ́, tó ti kò sẹ́ẹ̀lì ní, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ dàbí ní ẹ̀rí rí. Ẹgbẹ́ lọ́dún tó dìbò dàṣọ ẹbí, for my country, ìgbà kan mi ní sábà.
So guys, Asake was live in Dublin, and it's still unbelievable how this guy keeps shutting down arenas one after the other. I mean, ever since he started his Lungu Boy tour, every single show, including this one, has been a total success. I mean, it's almost like there's no venue big enough to hold all the excitement and energy he brings. I mean, in Dublin, the crowd was full of life from the very beginning. As soon as Asake stepped on stage, the whole arena erupted. Fans were screaming, dancing, and singing along to every word. I mean, you could tell that people were genuinely having the time of their lives. Also, it wasn't just about the music, it was about the entire experience, from the lights to the sound to Asake's insane energy and stage presence. I mean, it felt like one massive party that nobody wanted to end. Also, what makes it even more special is how quickly Asake has become this massive. I mean, not too long ago, Asake was trying to get his foot in the door, but now he's performing in front of thousands, and every single seat is taken. I mean, Dublin was no different. The arena was packed with fans all there to see him do what he does best. I mean, it wasn't just about him performing his hits like MMS with Wizkid or other songs from the Lungu Boy album. It was about the way he connects with his fans, making everyone feel like they are part of something special. Also, one of the craziest parts of the show was seeing how the fans reacted to every single song, whether it was a fast-paced track that got everyone jumping or a slower song that had people swaying. I mean, the crowd was completely locked in. You could feel the love for Asake in the air. Every performance felt like a celebration, not just of his music, but of how far he has come in such a short time. Also, it's also worth mentioning how Asake has made a name for himself as one of the most energetic performers out there. I mean, during the Dublin show, he didn't just stay on stage and sing. He was all over the place, running into the crowd, dancing with fans, and giving everyone a show they would never forget. I mean, his energy was so contagious that it didn't matter if you were in the front row or all the way in the back. You felt like you were part of an action. Also, this Dublin show just goes to prove what we've been seeing throughout his Lungu Boy tour. Asake has mastered the art of turning any venue into his own space, and fans are loving every minute of it, whether it's in Dublin or any other city. Every show has been a total shutdown. Fans come, they have a great time, and they leave with memories that will stick with them for a long time. I mean, it's crazy to think about how far Asake has come, and it's exciting to see where he will go next. Also, if you've been on social media lately, you've probably noticed that Wizkid has been throwing insults at Davido non-stop, especially on Twitter. He's been calling him names like Frogido over and over again, and what's surprising is that Davido hasn't even responded. Now, while all this drama is going on, Asake, on the other hand, has been single-handedly shutting down stages all over the world with his Lungu Boy tour. I mean, every show is a success and fans are having the time of their lives. It's like we should be talking about this positive moment in Afrobeats, not getting caught up in unnecessary beef. I mean, the truth is, this ongoing back and forth between Wizkid and Davido is not what Afrobeat needs right now. Afrobeat has grown so much globally, and it's artists like Asake, Burna Boy, Rema, and others who are helping to push it even further into the international scene. I mean, we should be talking about how these artists are breaking barriers, selling out arenas, and representing African music on a world stage. Instead, it seems like some artists are still caught up in petty fights and insults, which isn't helping anyone at all. Wizkid calling Davido Frogido and trying to insult him repeatedly only distracts from the bigger picture. I mean, instead of focusing on tearing each other down, this should be a time where everyone in the industry comes together to support the growth of Afrobeats. I mean, there's enough success to go around for everyone. Artists like Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Asake all bring something unique to the table, and that's what makes Afrobeat so special. I mean, the diversity in sound and talent is what has helped it blow globally, and that's what we should be celebrating. So take Asake for example. This guy is out here shutting down stages from Dublin to London and beyond, and yet he's not getting caught up in any drama at all. He's so focused on delivering great music and performances, and that's what's making him a fan favorite. People want to see artists who are focused on their crafts, not on trying to one up each other with insults. Asake's success should be a reminder of what's possible when you stay focused on your goals and block out the noise. Also, at this point, we should be talking about unity in the Afrobeat industry. I mean, imagine how much more powerful the movement would be if the biggest names in the genre came together to push the culture forward. Instead of Wizkid throwing shots at Davido, imagine the two of them collaborating again or supporting each other's success. I mean, that's the energy we need to keep Afrobeat growing and thriving on a global scale. Also, social media can sometimes amplify drama, making it seem bigger than it is. But we as fans also have the power to steer the conversation in a positive direction. I mean, instead of feeding into the beef between Wizkid and Davido, let's talk about how artists like Asake are elevating the culture. Let's focus on how far Afrobeat has come and how much more it can achieve if everyone works together. Also, at the end of the day, Afrobeat isn't about one artist or one style of music. It's about a whole movement, a sound that represents a continent and speaks to people all over the world. I mean, when artists fight and throw insults at each other, it takes away from that larger message. I don't know if you understand. Let's celebrate the wins like Asake's incredible performances and the success of artists who are making waves internationally. That's what will keep Afrobeat strong and ensure its legacy for years to come. Also, it really looks like next year Asake's tour will take a whole new direction with him performing in different stadiums around the world, because right now it seems like arenas are just not enough for him anymore. I mean, every time Asake steps on stage, the arenas are packed to the brim, and sometimes even the largest venues can't hold the number of fans that want to see him live. I mean, it's clear that Asake's star power is on a whole different level now, and stadiums might be the only way to keep up with the demand. Also, looking back at how far he has come, it's almost unbelievable unbelievable how fast Asake has risen to this point. I mean, he has been consistently shutting down arenas across the globe with his Lungu Boy tour, and every show has been a massive success. But it's getting to a point where even the biggest arenas can't handle the crowd size. I mean, the demand for tickets is so high that every show sells out almost immediately and instantly, and fans are left hoping for more dates or bigger venues. I mean, it feels like a natural progression for Asake to move from arenas to stadiums in his next tour, especially with the way things are going now. Also, performing in stadiums would be the next big step, and honestly, it's not hard to imagine. Stadiums have much larger capacities than arenas, and for someone like Asake who is drawing huge crowds wherever he goes, it just makes perfect sense. I mean, this year he's already proven that he can fill up arenas like the O2 in London, but with his fans still craving more, the next logical step is to move into stadiums where tens of thousands of people can come together to experience his electrifying performances. Also, stadium tours are usually reserved for artists who have reached a certain level of global dominance, and it's safe to say that Asake is now among that elite group. I mean, his music has transcended borders, reaching fans from all over the world, whether it's in Europe, America, or Africa. People are showing up in huge numbers to see him perform. I mean, a stadium tour would allow him to bring his music to an even wider audience, giving more fans the chance to be a part of the unforgettable experience that is an Asake concert. Also, one of the things that sets Asake apart is his incredible stage presence. His energy is unmatched, and he knows how to command a crowd. Whether he's running into the audience, dancing on stage, or performing his hits, he makes sure everyone is having the time of their lives. Also, in a stadium setting that energy would only be amplified, imagine the lights, the sound, and the massive crowd all coming together in a huge stadium to witness Asake do what he does best. I mean, it would be nothing short of legendary. Also, what's even more impressive is that Asake has managed to achieve all this success in such a short amount of time. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he was trying to get his big break, and now he's one of the biggest names in Afrobeat, selling out arenas across the globe. I mean, this kind of meteoric rise is rare, and it speaks to just how talented and special Asake is as an artist. He's not just riding the wave of Afrobeat, he's one of the artists leading the charge, pushing the genre to new heights with every performance. Also, the thought of Asake performing in stadiums next year is exciting, not just for him as an artist, but for the entire Afrobeat movement. It would be a huge milestone, showing just how far the genre has come. These stadium tours are usually associated with pop and rock and superstar, but now we are seeing Afrobeat artists like Asake stepping into that space, proving that the genre has truly gone global. Also, in a way, Asake's move to stadiums represents the next chapter in his career. He's already conquered arenas, and now it's time to take on an even bigger challenge. Performing in stadiums would allow him to reach even more fans, and it will solidify his place as one of the biggest artists in the world. I mean, there's no doubt that he's ready for it. The way he's been shutting down arenas with his Lungu Boy tour, it's clear that stadiums are the next logical step. Also, Asake is truly goated, as people like to say. He's not just making music, he's creating a movement, and fans all over the world are here for it. A stadium tour in 2025 would be the perfect way to celebrate his rise to the top, and I have no doubt that it will be a total success. I mean, fans would pack out stadiums to witness his greatness, and it would be a moment for the history books. Asake has proven time and time again that he's capable of greatness, and I can't wait to see what's next for him. Also, when it comes to Asake's energy and stage presence, there's something truly special about what he brings to the stage. I mean, I completely understand what you're saying. It really does feel like his energy and presence are on a whole different level, especially compared to other venues he's performed at in the past. I mean, what's so fascinating is how he has managed to make each show bigger, bolder, and more electrifying than the last, especially during his Lungu Boy and this Lungu Boy tour. I mean, Asake's performances are not just about the music, they're about creating an unforgettable experience for the fans. His energy seems to multiply with every performance, especially when he's in front of a massive crowd. I mean, it's like he's always pushing himself to deliver something even more explosive. Also, I mean, in smaller venues, artists can sometimes get away with a more laid back approach, but not Asake. Whether it's performing in front of a few thousands or tens of thousands, it gives 100% every single time. I mean, that's why fans are always left buzzing after his shows, talking about the insane energy he brought and how they felt completely immersed in the experience. Also, the Lungu Boy tour has really showcased his ability to go beyond what we've seen before. So as he moves from city to city, from one packed arena to the next, it's clear that his stage presence is only growing super stronger. I mean, you can literally feel it in the way he commands the stage, moving from one side to the other, interacting with the crowd, and even jumping into the audience. I mean, it's not just a performance, it's a full-blown party, and the fans are a huge part of it. Also, what makes his energy even more impressive is how it intensifies in larger venues. You would think that as the crowd grows, it might be harder to keep up that same connection with the audience, but not for Asake at all. In fact, his energy seems to double when he's in these massive spaces, whether he's performing in a 10,000 seated arena or a 20,000 capacity venue. He somehow manages to make it feel intimate, like he's performing just for you. I mean, his ability to connect with fans, no matter how big the venue is a super rare gift, and it's part of why his shows are so memorable. Also, let's not forget about the stamina it takes to perform at that level. Asake doesn't just stand still and sing, he's constantly on the move, dancing, jumping, and running into the crowd, all while delivering top-notch vocals. I mean, it's exhausting just thinking about it, but it makes it look effortless. His stage presence isn't just about physical energy, though it's about how he owns every moment he's on stage. When he steps onto that platform, he's in full control and the crowd can't take their eyes off him. He knows how to build up the energy, how to get the crowd hyped, and then take it to another level entirely. I mean, I think it's also important to recognize how this performance style has evolved. If you look back at his earlier shows, you can see how much more confident and powerful he's become on stage. Now, with every performance, he seems to push himself further. He's always looking for new ways to engage the crowd, and that's why his energy feels so intense. I mean, it's almost like he's challenging himself to top the last show, and somehow he always does. Also, what you said about his energy being double compared to other venues is so accurate. It feels like the bigger the stage, the more energy he brings. Whether it's an arena or a festival stage, Asake knows how to take control of the space and make it his own, and that's part of why his performances are so special. Fans know they are not just going to see a regular show, they are going to witness something extraordinary. So at the end of the day, what Asake is doing on stage is something that few artists can replicate. He's not just riding the wave of his success, he's actively creating moments that fans will remember for years to come. I mean, his energy is contagious, and that's why people can't get enough of him. So as he continues to grow and take his performance to even bigger stages like stadiums, I'm sure we'll see even more of that intense energy and stage presence that sets him apart from the rest. I mean, if you're a fan of the album, you know it's filled with hits that have been dominating the airwaves for months, and seeing him perform these songs live was something else entirely. I mean, from the very first song, the atmosphere in the arena was wild. Everyone was on their feet singing along, and the crowd energy fed right back into Asake's performance. I mean, it was a non-stop cycle of excitement. Also, one thing about Asake that makes his concert so special is how much he gives to his audience. He's not just singing his songs, he's connecting with everyone in the arena. I mean, you can literally see it in how he moves across the stage, engaging with every corner of the crowd. I mean, his energy is contagious, and that's something that not all artists can pull off at a venue as massive. But Asake, he makes it looks effortless. Also, as the concert progressed, Asake made sure to perform some of his older songs that his day one fans know and love. Tracks like Mr. Money and Sungba brought back the nostalgic vibes that remind everyone why they fell in love with his music in the first place. And the thing is, these songs didn't feel old at all. If anything, they reminded us of how far Asake has come in such a short amount of time. Hearing those bangers live mixed with his newer hits showed just how versatile his music is. Whether it's a song from his early days or something fresh off Lungu album, Asake knows how to get the crowd hyped. But let's not forget the moments when Asake performed some of the standout tracks from his Lungu Boy album like MMS, where he featured Wizkid. That song is easily one of the best of the album, and the live performance did not disappoint at all. The crowd went absolutely wild when he hit those first few notes. I mean, it's the kind of song that has a vibe you can't explain until you've experienced it live. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video from the beginning to this moment, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, share this video to your loved ones and friends, and finally, don't forget to tell me what you think about this video in the comment section. See you all on my next video. I'm out. Ushe.